G4 Studios, Scotland. All into it's time for the third podcast.
Live and direct.
Welcome to Leathered Podcast. Like, I don't know why I say welcome, because like they know. You've actually hit the button, so they know it's Leathered Podcast.
And the intro's been.
Aye.
Great episode there. Great open mat. Well, this when I don't know what did I say? Did I not say?
Aye.
Sam Hickey, great guy. Liked him.
So
So
he's just coming off a great victory. Body shot finish.
very composed. Looked cool. Actually made the you see that the camera angle for like the ring apron. He's like, I love that stuff. So UFC was back.
Aye,
Are
nice.
we?
Did you watch it all?
Nah, did I fuck? I watched 2 fights, mate.
What fights did you watch?
I watched Mackenzie Dern and I watched
great ass.
great age, and I watched Chris Curtis.
Oh, they're the
Talking point.
It was a good card.
It was, mate.
Can you splice in, like, see any time we see Mackenzie Dern, can you just splice in Al Pacino going, she got a great ass and you're all up in it.
She's been reacting to the stuff, eh? She started liking the stuff. She's in on it, eh?
You're on the radar now.
She's been on my radar for a while.
Now.
Aye, Paul's on.
Catch up, homie.
That's what I was saying. I need to go.
Paul's on her radar.
I would need to go.
Aye, that's what I mean.
I need to go middleweight so I look sexy for when I meet her. No, just get a wee bit of the abs.
Split by a man, aye.
Get some cum gutters.
Cum gutters.
Aye.
Wow.
You ever heard them called cum gutters?
No, abs are called cum gutters.
Feel like Rick
Jizzing
and
on
Morty.
gay guys.
Rick and Morty, aye. Rick and Morty.
Ugh. Cum gutters.
Look at your cum gutters.
I don't have such an issue. I eat what I want.
I've got a belly button that falls up
Aye,
there.
call that the cum gutter. Call you move the cum gutter, you slag.
Right, so where do you want to start then? You want to start with Chris Curtis?
Aye. Did you see that stoppage?
Yes.
I think good stoppage. I'm going to tell you why.
Right.
The time is irrelevant.
Right.
He falls, he's done there, mate. The time of the fight's no relevant. If he gets hit again there, if Kopylov jumps on him there, he hurts him bad, mate. You don't think he's hurt bad here?
No. You've got to give them an opportunity to defend themselves. The time is regardless. Like, Chris Curtis had already lost anyway. If it went to the judges, it was 2.
I think it was 2-1.
It was 2-1.
I think it was 2-1.
I had it
It
1
was-
each going into the final.
It was tied on all 3 judges' scorecards. Another point of contention that Chris Curtis has is there was 2 fouls in round 2 with no point deductions. So I think it's like a compound of those 2 issues. Is there should have been point deductions. I should have been able to get that round finish and maybe have came away with a draw.
But
Chris Curtis is known to be a moan, and he'll find something to complain about.
I'm alright when I'm being emotional.
what do you think looks better on your career? Like your record? That you got TKO'd, because that's pretty much what it is, or that you went to and lost by decision?
I mean, I lost by decision obviously looks...
You would take a loss by decision any day of the week.
If
And,
we're doing
and
it
people, when they look at your record, they don't really look at like, he
you're
lost
right.
the decision. Or they would look, he get knocked out. Because that's pretty much what it is. And then I seen your man talking about him doing the walk-off. He said, the reason I didn't follow up was because he's got a family. Like, who are you to decide? Like, fucking Jesus.
Well, that's a shit. Did he say that? Aye. Do you know what? I was a fan of Kopylov, but I'm not now, because that's
Are you able to find out what he actually said?
That's a bullshit thing to say, mate.
There was an interview where he was talking about it, and it was like, the reason he didn't follow up was because he's got a family. And I'm like, you don't decide that.
Why not just be like, mate, I was just trying to look cool, eh? I'd respect you more.
I think it was because he was fucked.
Aye, probably, mate.
I don't think it was
And he
anything to do
should
with...
be. Should be. End of a tough 3-round fight, should be fucked.
Can't find it, didn't he? How about we dig it out?
You need to trudge.
As for the fouls, If the points didn't get deducted for the fouls, they didn't get deducted. That's just how that goes.
You can't then say, oh, but
I know.
give me a foul. Because I heard, is it Eric Nixick? He was losing his shit, man. He was.
It was a bad-blooded fight, eh? Like I don't know what to call it, a dirty fight, but kind of was.
That first round for Kopolov was brilliant.
He's very good, mate.
Aye.
He's very good.
Were we talking about him? Were you saying he was meant to be the next big thing?
Aye, and then Anthony Hernandez submitted him. And the hype kind of fell away a wee bit.
So do you think then if Kopolov jumps on him, fucking clatters him with a big elbow, and there's a second left and the ref stops it, that's okay?
But I think Chris Curtis was well within himself there. He was on all fours. He could have easily have transitioned into a different position. That's where I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it as, if that was me and I've just been knocked down, it's a knockdown. And we don't have knockdowns in like boxing. We have knockdowns where you follow in.
Yep.
I do think the referee did make a mistake. That's what I think. And I think John McCarthy was talking about it. Did you see what he'd said? Are you able to pull it up? John McCarthy said something along the lines of, like, he should have been counting down the 10 seconds in his head, knowing exactly what time it was.
That's true.
And you're a referee. You should know this shit.
Aye.
And I'm not shitting on that ref because he's an absolute tremendous ref.
He's a good ref.
See if you can see what he says.
Going into the third 1-1.
He has nothing to defend. Don't stop the fight there. If he's out, stop the fight. But if he's not, and an opponent is walking off, and you know that you've already heard the clapping in the boards. So I've been counting off in my head. If you're doing the job correctly, what second I'm at. I know that I've only got 2-3 seconds left in this fight, and I have an opponent who's walking away. I don't stop the fight.
I mean,
and he puts it beautifully, doesn't he?
Do you know what? I've changed my mind.
Can I watch it again? Because I might change my. No,
normally,
I
never hesitate to argue with you when I think I'm right, but
look, he's over, right, and he's walking away, but he's still on all fours. He's still active, right?
It also looks like Mark Smith there. He hesitates.
Aye.
Thought
and
about
then he
stopping
steps
it here.
in. Like there, he stopped, and then he steps in.
Aye. It does put Mark Smith in a bit of it puts him in a bit of a situation. 5 seconds to go, and he would have known it was 5 seconds.
That caption, knocked the fuck out. Nah, I didn't like that.
No.
So, aye, all right.
It was a very good fight. I liked
reflection. Aye.
What do you guys think?
Ross just basically shat it for Paul. Just took it.
No,
I'm joking. No, the way you worded that there was right. Aye. He's no followed in. He's back up. He could. Aye.
Have you got the McGregor knockout for Jose Aldo? What happens? Do you know that knockout?
I know.
He follows up.
Boom, follows up, and it doesn't matter what time it is. He follows up to get the finish.
I think you should always be following up.
And then there was Jalen Turner and Renato Moicano on 300, and Jalen Turner tries to get the walk off because Moicano falls down. Turner walks away, and the ref's like, it's not over. Whereas if he'd finished that off, he'd have finished that fight in the first round, and he goes on to lose it.
So risky, man. Why would you take that risk? It's unprofessional. Like, why would you take that risk?
Listen, in boxing, the walk-off's fine because you've to walk to a corner.
Aye.
But this isn't how our sport goes.
No.
That's why we have jiu-jitsu. That's why...
we fight to a finish, eh?
Aye. So, in my opinion...
okay.
I do think the referee made a mistake. I don't think it makes a difference on the scorecards. I know you said they were all draws going in there. I didn't know that. For me, watching it...
I thought it was 2-1.
For me, as watching it as a fan, I had it 1-1 getting into the third round. And I do think that Curtis was down on that point, and the head kick would have probably swayed it even more.
First, you've took that round, eh?
And then, the referees are only human; they're going to make mistakes. So I'm no throwing shit at the referee.
I would also say that Mark Smith is, I think, one of the best referees.
Yes.
He's very, very good.
He's got a very, very small window to make.
Is
that
he
choice.
Is he a pilot?
I used to be in the Air Force.
Aye.
I remember listening. He was on Joe Rogan.
Aye,
and he was one of
really
the best ones I've listened to.
It's a tough spot, eh? But McCarthy weighing in and saying that, like, his opinion carries a lot of weight.
He was the OG man. He was like one of the first referees.
Well, he's who they consult about the new rule changes and everything still, eh? Like, he's forgot more about MMA than I'll ever know, so.
Are you able to bring up that card? Because I watched like I did watch some of the other fights. If you got a great ass. Go down, because it was one of the. I watched that fight. I didn't watch any of them. Go back up then, sorry. My apologies. It was the middleweight fight I watched. Almeida was. Am I right in saying Almeida had just been knocked down in the same sort of way, knocked down, and then had rode the storm and came back? And your man Al-Hassi had just got like horny and was like, yeah.
He got a bit wide with the hooks.
Fucking and just caught him with a hook and put him down.
I didn't realise that fight was over in 45 seconds. It
was a pretty cool fight.
I watched this clip of basically the whole exchange, which I've now realised is the whole fight. So
your man was just fucking horny for that finish. Had gave him a wee bit of stanky leg and then come tumbling in. And
Almeida was hurt for sure. Mm-hmm.
And then the next fight was
I love that though. Do you know, love stuff like that happening.
Aye.
It's a brilliant part of MMA, isn't it?
That's why we love the sport. It's a great part. And you were just saying about, before we come on air, about Ponzinibbio. Ponzinibbio has been called out by Oban Elliott.
Aye, friend of the podcast. He's looking for a fight in Miami.
Great call.
Like
older guy coming off a win. Oban, younger guy.
Even watching this fight, I don't think it was a clear. I don't think Ponzinibbio looked amazing, and I'm not saying he looked shit. Mm-hmm. What I'm saying is it was quite a well matched fight. It was back and forward. It was a good fight to watch. Mm-hmm. Good, two guys ready to absolutely just put on a show.
Mm-hmm. I think it's a good call out by Oban. Big name, carries a lot of weight. He's got some big wins on his CV. Beat Gunnar Nelson. Mm-hmm.
What age is Ponzinibbio? He's a bit older, isn't he? Well, he's a lot older, aye.
Yes, aye.
Makes me feel good at myself now that I'm only 37.
Argentina.
That's how the sport goes. They'll make way for the young. Did with the main event as well? Kenzie Durant. Did she move up in the rankings then? Where is she?
She did not.
No.
Oh.
No change in the rankings there.
In the ladies. Oh, well.
That was good that she got the victory. Good armbar. It was her first submission.
First submission win since 2021. If you can believe it or not.
That's a long time ago. Like, beautiful submission. And she obviously rectifies that loss that she had at the start of her career.
Nice as well. See, do you know what's just cool about a basic armbar like that? It's just hammer fisting to get the person to let go. Like, you're just like, this is fucking excellent. That's, again, like, I love good foundation level submissions. It's nice to see them still, people getting hits with them.
Can you fire up the rankings to see where the old hingy goes? The old Mackenzie Dern, who's next for her? Like, has she not fought quite a lot of these girls?
She fought Andrade. She lost to Andrade. I think she's maybe fought Lemos as well.
I feel like she's fought Lemos already.
Start of the year is always a horrible place to be, regardless if you're starting all these New Year's resolutions. The last thing you need is to be dealing with injuries. So why not check out Anaconda? I've been blinking you for the last year and a half, saying Anaconda's got your back, Anaconda's got your back. They genuinely have some of the best supports out there for guys coming off of injuries or guys just looking to protect themselves. They've got some cracking deals, they've got some cracking clothes. We only have sponsors that we genuinely believe in, and this is one of these ones that we do. Ross, where can we hit them up?
You can get them at anacondafightwear.co. The New Year's sale is still on. It's 50% off on some items. You can also get a further 10% off when you put in leathered 10 at the checkout.
New year, new you. Get yourself on the Anaconda and don't say we didn't tell you. Keep Anaconda. Crazy that she's been in the mix for so long.
Mackenzie Dern.
She's had quite she had a few ups and downs, but she's still in the mix, and she's not really moved for that top 10 position.
And she's a fan favourite, for a few reasons. Like, she's interesting, she looks good, ticks a lot of boxes.
Hey, keep her name out your mouth.
They talk about other women.
You keep her name out your mouth, piece of shit.
But she's popular with the people.
With the people. Has Oban Elliott doesn't have a ranking yet, does he?
No, still unranked.
So having a fight against Ponzinibbio would hopefully propel him up
a bit, aye.
What is Ponzinibbio? Is he in the rankings?
He's unranked as well.
No.
But he has a name.
He has a name, and it would definitely put him in that mix as well.
Excuse me, sorry.
No, that's all right, mate. It's the old day.
Aye.
And how's the cycling going?
Fucking hard, but I feel so much better for it.
Mm-hmm. Do you track your VO2 max in that? Or
I can.
Your VO2? So you should see it going up massively.
The drop in my exercise and heart rate has been crazy in only like 2 weeks. And it's not just that, eating better, no doing anything I shouldn't be doing, sleeping better. I just generally feel better. Mate,
Imagine that. Imagine having a better lifestyle makes you feel better.
This is going to sound mega silly, right? See, making a conscious effort just to drink more water. And I know you cunts are going to go like, oh, this cunt drinks his Monster and fucking Tango. Yes, I was, but see now being like, right, I have a set amount of water. I will drink this many litres of water a day.
Do you have one of these big jug things?
Aye, mate. And I'm like, I feel better. And obviously less shite going into your body fucking helps. But if I still want to have if I want to have some fucking junk food, I'll have it, mate. I'm still doing 45 minutes to an hour of weights and then 45 minutes to an hour of cycling every day. I knew I wasn't going to get out on Sunday, so I was like, right, I have to do 2 sessions on Saturday. And then it's funny, when I was sitting there on Saturday night cycling away, I was like, I bet he's cycling right now, mate. I'm just sitting thinking about you the whole time. I'm like, he's just going to be cycling because he's just going to want to make me look bad.
No, I don't.
No, I know you don't, but that's what I do. I'm like,
I get obsessed. That's what I was saying. We were talking about my obsessions. I get obsessed with certain things, and I just go all in.
So I've got a good story for you from the gym on Saturday night. Let me get comfortable here. So I'm in the gym, and my normal complaint is fucking in full effect.
Women.
There's a couple of young women. Bear with me. A couple of young women. They're young. They're like early 20s. And they're dressed very inappropriately, but that's neither here nor there. So they're in a squat rack. I'm on my bike. There's a guy in another squat rack next to them who's fucking older than us. Keeps going up to them. What you should do is this. And they're like, hi, sound. Goes away, does zing. Comes back again and they start, fuck off. They're like, fuck off, get to fuck. And he's just not listening, And I'm sitting there and I'm like, did I do something about this? Like, am I getting off this bike and doing something about this? And then I thought to myself, no. I didn't work at JD Gym. The 2 lassies have clearly fucking got this under control. And he's fucking off anyway. And what's going to happen? You go across, say something, he goes, who the fuck are you talking to?
And
you end up having to deal with him. And then he's going to crash into the police because he's clearly a creepy fucking gimp going up to very young women in the gym, grass written all over him. So I've just became a new guy in 2025, Like, if that's the liquid rooms, I'm straight across and being like, right, you creepy bastard, you're away. But, oh mate, that's a mega thing. It's, the amount of time you spend just being like, lassies coming up to you, be like, hey, this guy will not fucking leave us alone.
Do you just kick him out?
Just put them out.
Aye.
I just put them out. I can't be fucked dealing with your pish, mate, Aye. And like, you probably did it. You probably did.
Me and Greg were talking earlier this morning about, like, do you find it's a common issue, like guys going out to clubs themselves completely sober in the hopes of
so you've just hit 2 mega red flags straight away?
Do you let them in?
No, I won't. If you come up and you're a man on your own, you're not coming in. You're a rapist, mate. You're a rapist. What you doing going about sober on your own on a Saturday night for?
Raping. Aye, you're a creep.
You're a creep, mate. Explain. Right, what'd you go out on a Saturday night for?
On mine?
No, just in general. Greg, let's have you first. I didn't drink. I'm sober, so I wouldn't be drinking. That's cool, mate. You go out on your own.
I wouldn't go to a nightclub, but I'm because it's just strange. Because you go to shag birds. I'm just going to say that.
Aye.
But
I agree.
I'm very much like, I don't give a fuck about doing things myself. Like, I'm quite comfortable doing things myself.
Right.
Like, I'll go to the pictures
This
myself.
isn't going to the pic. I knew you were going to say the pictures, right? This isn't going to the pictures.
I've been out and about working and I've been like, all right, fuck it, I'll jump into Nando's or a restaurant myself. It doesn't bother me whatsoever.
That's different. That's getting lunch.
I know, but do you think that's weird, folks?
No.
You think that's weird?
You can't come to a nightclub on your own, mate.
No,
No, I
you're-
think nightclub's different.
Yeah, I've not been in a
what
nightclub in
about-
about
What?
fucking
Stonewall
years, man.
predatory, mate. I'm telling
What
you.
if you're just up in the pub yourself? Because I see old guys at the pub themselves all the time.
That's different, isn't it?
It's got you need a good setting for it. Like,
But you're also not going to the pub really and no drinking. Do you know what I mean? I think
What if you're just sitting in the pub reading the paper and no drinking and you're having an orange juice like Phil Mitchell?
seems alright
You
to
know what
me.
I'm talking about? It's a classic.
I mean,
Phil Mitchell's for EastEnders. Is Phil Mitchell still a guy in EastEnders?
I don't know. Is it? Go on.
what was his missus? Ugly Hing,
Sharon.
lesbian haircut.
Craig, do you
Was that
remember?
was that Cat?
No, it was
Cat was the dark-haired one who
Big
got
Cat
shagged off
Slater?
every cunt.
No, she was called
I don't know.
I've got guns, Phil. What was her name again? Ross Kemp was somebody, yeah.
she was she jumped
Brennan.
about with the big fat lass, didn't she?
I will shag your family, mate.
So is he still there? Yes. Steve McFadden continues.
What a
to play
career.
Phil Mitchell, I know.
I could be Phil Mitchell.
Him and Shell Suit Bob, longest serving soap stars. Unreal.
Aye. Shirley.
Shirley, that was her name. You're right.
Looks a Shirley.
Aye.
Grimace. Won many fights in the boozer against men. But no, Dinny, and see that you'll end up clipping that, I don't doubt. But listen, I'm standing by that one. If you come to a nightclub sober, man, on your own, you're a fucking freak, mate. Get some friends. Join your local fucking Domino's club or something. I don't know.
Domino's.
Dinny be coming to nightclubs, bro.
What other things are unacceptable to do yourself?
There might be other things, mate. Can't even get any off the top of my head.
I'm trying to think. Aye. Nightclubs, definitely. I
Nightclubs are a definite no-go.
There's age.
I think since I got older, I think I would do more stuff myself.
Depends on your age, mate. I'll be totally blunt. There's certain age groups of people who appear at the door and I will go, you will not enjoy this.
Like my age, would I enjoy it?
If you came walking down and you were with your wife, I'd go, hello, mate, listen, it's going to cost you 20 quid to come in here and you're not going to like this. You seem nice, you can go in if you want, but please bear this in mind. But if they're proper fucking walking red flags, I'm talking like maybe English is not their first language. They're alone and they're sober. It's very suspicious, mate. It's very unusual. Because culturally, other places don't have the same etiquette we do. And regardless
Sorry,
of...
what you're saying about some countries don't have rape is a bad thing?
Aye.
Because that's sweet. Like, you're like,
So what
rape's allowed.
what I'm saying is there's certain groups of people who make up a very, very small percentage of nightclub visitors who attribute for like close to 100% of particular issues and nobody wants to say it. So
You just refuse them.
some people do that.
What happens if I say, listen, I'm in here. Oh, I've got pals in there. Would you let them in?
So that's usually a common one. Do you want to give my phone, see if he'll come up?
Doesn't have a signal, man. Just doesn't have a signal. No.
Fuck off then, you weirdo.
I'll show you his number.
Aye, I'll start. Mate, there isn't one I haven't heard. Some people are, you'll get guys that'll come up and they'll be like,
I'm looking for my hole.
I'm looking for my missus. She's in there. I can't get a hood of her. I'm a bit worried about her. I'll even get one of the doormen to come with you to help you find her. Like if if it's a genuine, you're concerned about a person, fuck aye. Like that's now my concern as well.
You just remembered me of you want to go, Craig? You go.
No, I was just going to ask, have you sort of like got like a sixth sense now where like you
100%.
can sense if people are genuine or
You'll
not?
get a lot. One that I've done loads of times is lassies leaving with a guy, and I don't know what it is, mate. You just put your hand out and go, "Hey, do you know him?" And they just don't know if it's fucking New Year or New York. What's his name? Don't know. Right, fuck off, mate. Loads of times that happens, frightening amounts.
That's crazy, isn't it? Like the fact that I've got a daughter who's just started.
That's why I didn't even like saying it, mate.
So you know what? It's great that you're actually there. Like
All the guys do
looking
it.
out. Aye,
And
that's
the
brilliant.
thing is, this is a thing with men, right? In PC woke society now, we're not allowed to go, that guy looks like a fucking freak, mate. Keep him away from everyone. Because we should be doing that.
Aye.
Like, we should be ostracizing bizarre individuals and saying, stay away from every cunt else. We should, mate, because there's another particular group who just like, go and look at the crime statistics now. They're fucking deviants, mate. But we are sitting like making it.
Can you tell us, say the group and you can bleep it?
Trans people.
Right.
Trans people, mate.
Aye.
That's not getting bleeped. Them keep man.
For what side? Both sides?
Men who become women. It's men. It's again, it's not even a women issue. It's men. These are dangerous men who are looking for a fucking outlet to carry. Like, right, what's a way I can disarm people? Well, people are now becoming very accepting of trans people. It's a good idea. You have to remember, all the predator is ever trying to do is make you think he's no one. That's his whole game plan.
Hidden in plain sight.
Make you seem not dangerous. That's the plan. I'm not dangerous. Look. I'm a nice guy. I'm a scout leader. I help at the school. I thought, well, mate, how many of them has it been though? How many? They're the priest, mate. They're the fucking football team coach. You're a good guy. No, you're not. And that's a lot of, and I'm getting people going to be, this is not fucking, can't coach a kid's football team. And what I'm saying is these predatory people, their whole angle is to disarm you. And there is groups of people who are fucking deviants, mate.
Craig, you can't coach a football team on your own if you've got no kids in that football team. That's
one.
That's one.
Is that one? I don't know, because I've never...
You
Mate,
can't
my
just...
football coaches got nailed for it. When I was a kid, turned out fucking deviant, touching burns. When I was a kid. And he'd done it, it never happened when I was there, but he got hit with fucking... Ken, I would have just fucking shagged him. But historical sexual offences. Fucking hundreds of kids he'd done.
Wild, man.
And he was a coach at like national level, mate. He's coaching Scottish.
He got to that point and
nobody knew.
They only do like a wee shitey disclosure thing though, innit? And that's only going to pick up if you've previously been...
if you've been caught.
So it's like, it's hard to fucking police.
No, really, mate, because he looked weird.
No, but no, I
So
don't
looking back now, the cunt looked weird. How come none of your dads went, hey, you look mega weird, mate. What are you doing about
Did you have no kids in the football team?
Nah.
See, red flag right here.
I need connection to it.
Aye. I just like football.
But they're not, let's be honest, they don't all look weird, right? There are some predators that you wouldn't know.
Of course, because that's the whole game plan.
So that's what I mean, like how the fuck do you police that?
Because we're being told you can't pick out anyone. No, everyone's the same. No, they're just a bit, it's fucking whatever. Mate, there's a lot of weird cunts out there.
What they need to do is bring back the fucking death sentence and stop the country.
I disagree.
How?
I don't agree with capital punishment, bro.
Oh, you said that off camera.
It's wrong.
What would you do to them?
Lock them up forever. I think that'd be far worse.
Castrate them?
No, because then they didn't have any... Imagine being locked in a cell for fucking the next 30 years and all you can think about is your pure deviant sexual desires.
But then if
you can't act on them.
But then if you're locked up, you're just putting a strain on society.
Not really. It's not that expensive to keep people locked up.
I think it is.
Look at that.
Go and look it up with that.
Is it Angola State Penitentiary? They've got it down to like $3 a week per inmate.
Is it not something like...
Done this like a couple of weeks ago. We looked up the average cost of a UK prisoner.
Did we?
Is it not like 20 grand or something?
Are we in the Matrix? Do we just keep doing the same thing?
No, I think it's a CTE.
Aye, probably.
What's that? 51.
There you go, mate. So you're like, just lock these guys up. Are you spending 51 grand on this guy's rehabilitation?
Probably should hang him, mate. Aye. Probably should hang him. I mean, yeah, I probably should just hang him.
Aye. Right, I'll tell you a nice wee story, right? Tell you a nice wee story, because yours are going down a very dark. So
Did I say bad things there?
No. But it was like, I'm going to lighten the mood. I remember I was like maybe like 25 and I'm in a nightclub with a couple of guys. And one of the guys was married.
It's a red flag right there, bruv. What's a married man in a nightclub?
No, we're just having, it was after a team night out. We go out there, a party. And
sure his wife thought the same.
His wife turns up in her jammies. Swear to God.
Up the road.
Right, and I shit you not. She comes walking across the dance floor and he's 2 seconds, he's just had been dancing with these 2 chicks, right? Like being a deviant. And the wife sees him and she's like, fucking move you. And he goes this, not a word of lie. He goes okay. Has a wee dance and then walks away. It's one of the funniest things. I was like, she was in here with a house coat and jammies on, wasn't she? Aye. Is that a little bit of a light-hearted story?
That is a good one.
Any examples of that in liquid rooms?
Aye, I can tell you. So there's a guy, he's a well-known...
Deviant?
No. He's a bit of a boy. He's pretty well known in Edinburgh. He's a very, very, very fucking tough guy. And I wouldn't even say his name. That's the level he... Anyway, he'd got into Shanghai one night and he was in there with a couple of guys and his wife appeared at the door. And as soon as she walked up, I was like, hiya. And she was like, oh, I'm just going to... And I was like...
In PJs?
No. She had obviously realised he was out where he was gone. She's got dressed and came out. And I remember a really young guy, so these people would be older than like me and you. A really young guy had obviously driven her up, who's works for them. And I just thought, oh, fuck. I was like, what am I going to do here? Because on the one hand, I'm going to refuse his wife. And if he comes up and says, I really want her to come in here, but I can tell she's fucking fuming. So I was like, wait here, I'll just go and get him for you. And I said to the boy, I was only Lee Humphrey. I was like, no matter what, mate, you cannot let her come in. Like, anyway, goes down and gets him. I'm like, mate, your wife's at the front door. And he's like, tell her I'm not here. I'm like, she knows you're here. She's like specifically walked up to the door and asked for you. He's like, right, fuck it, I'll come out. He walks up the stairs because he went in like a cellar door kind of thing, walked up the stairs, fucking boom, she puts a stiletto right through his cheek. And I'll never forget, he like stepped back and he went and put his finger all the way through it. And I might just be like, fucking hell, that's something. And this guy is the guy. Like nobody, you wouldn't, if this guy told you to fuck off, I would. And I just mind being like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm doing that. And I mind just going like that. Like, as if I hadn't seen a fucking thing. Like,
somebody just called my name.
My radio. Oh, I'm going to have to go. But aye, nightclubs are fucking weird. They were weirder back then. You got a lot more of the strange behaviour like pre-COVID. Now it's much calmer. Nothing's going on. Safer than it's ever been. So don't worry about your lassie.
Good.
Where were we?
I thought you were going to say, oh, back to MMA.
Nah, fuck that. It's pish.
Nah, talk about what you want.
No. 3-11.
We kind of do, to be fair.
3-11's a good
I've
card.
not caught up with it, but apparently it was a great card.
Oh, for the weekend.
No, I'm saying
Oh,
about
for the-
3-11. 3-11's going to be
3-11,
an
sorry.
absolute doozer.
So Arman taking some shit about his condition. Not taking some shit. It's
Well,
the
I was taking some
allegations.
shit off our good friend of the podcast, Adam Lusby.
Well, I mean,
He-
could he be? He could be.
He looks like a statue.
He looks great, mate.
He looks good.
He looks brilliant. He looks
He
great.
does.
Could he be doing it? Certainly could be.
Do you see sometimes? Do you think?
Is it
Take-
cheating if you don't get caught?
No. We take away for a lot of people's hard work. Mm-hmm. Like, see, when we see somebody who doesn't fit into the mold, and we're like, and I'm guilty as well. Like, I look at somebody and I'm like, look at this shape he's in, because I know how hard I train, and I'm like, what are they doing different from me? And then the only reasonable conclusion I come up with is they're obviously trying to enhance themselves. But are we just taking away for? Because there's times where I've had pictures taken, professional pictures taken, and I look shredded, and I'm like, is that where he's falling into this bracket? And I'm trying to give people the benefit of the doubt, but I just don't know.
I know what you mean. Like,
We automatically put it down to somebody looks good.
I'm going to say, if he's not been caught, he's not doing it.
Mhm.
And that's all you can say, really. Does he look good? Yes, he looks great. Does he look different from before USADA? Yes.
Innocent until proven guilty.
Aye, mate. It's worked for me. So I'm on board.
Can I
with
see
it.
a picture of him before?
He looks brilliant before.
Is he maybe training hard because
He wants to get that back.
he's wanting that title?
Aye.
Because this is the only time where, let's see.
I mean, he's not in bad shape.
No, he's
He's
certainly
got
not.
the big blocky abs.
Go to the one underneath. What's this? Like, same again when you made that cut
That's June 24th,
of
Is that it?
2022.
22. Mm-hmm. I mean,
I know.
He-
And then are we just putting it down to I genuinely don't know.
is this, or say like the everyman like me, to go, well, he looks that good because he's fucking got money and access to PEDs. I could look like that, mate, if I had money. Is that what people are doing?
Maybe. That's what I'm saying.
There
Like,
is also that. Like, he's possibly just some sort of genetic outlier, mate, and undoubtedly trains very hard.
and these fought way back at the start of their careers, am I right? And it went, and he's the only person who really give Islam a a close fight.
So before Islam's first fight with Volk, everyone agreed Arman gave Islam his toughest fight, and that was Arman's UFC debut, and he was also stepping in on short notice because Islam's original opponent fell out, and he took Islam to a decision. It was a unanimous decision, but it wasn't a one-sided fight. It was a tough fight for Islam. So I think this is a very highly anticipated rematch, and everyone thinks that in terms of actual lightweights, Arman's going to be Islam's biggest test.
I still think Islam's going to take it.
Do you think he's just going to just out-grapple him and just eventually he'll get him down and eventually he'll just get him on top of him and just...
I think he'll submit him.
Do you think he'll submit him?
I think he will. I think Islam's grappling is, like you say, so relentless that at some point you're just like, he's just going to get through somewhere. And again, foundation level, very basic. We've seen this type of submissions he hits, arm triangles, rear naked chokes. Like, it's day one stuff that he just does so proficiently. He is, mate, I've been mega guilty giving guys for his region shit, but there is no fucking doubt he's excellent. I think he's better than Khabib. I think he's certainly more entertaining than Khabib, and I enjoy watching him on social media more than I ever enjoyed Khabib because he's more human. Or not more human, he's more open. He's happy to try and have a laugh, and he's not just posting pictures of the village and stuff like that like Khabib would do, or the old truck he's had for 10 years, which is still cool. I like that humility side of Khabib. But what I like about Islam is he is trying
to be more personal.
He's trying to be open, at which you have to be, mate. Like, it's silly to just be this cut and dry let's all copy Khabib, which is what all of them have done since Khabib appeared.
And it's not a bad game plan to follow.
Not at all. But Islam can strike as well.
Do you have any other notes on that fight? Just while you were, I seen that it was up there.
No, I've not got much else on it.
Aye. I mean, it's an interesting fight. It's going to be something.
I think it's just who you like in this one, eh?
Yep, pretty much.
Apples or oranges, come what I mean? It could go either way. But
and am I right in saying, Craig, that we're giving away the bag from the last card that wasn't actually...
Nobody won it.
So no one won the bag, the last card that we done this for. So the bag's still available. It is a UFC training rucksack. It's from New York, and it has a Paul Craig bag tag on it. So if you are fancying your chances to win this bag, then we're going to do the top, how many fights? Top 3? Let's go top 3.
Aye, let's do it then.
Top 3, we're looking for the Islam Makhachev and Arman Tsarukyan.
No editing.
No editing.
And it needs to be before the event. There's people that leave comments after the event's been with perfect predictions. You're no winning.
We are not stupid. Well,
so
yes.
We don't even need like a submission or any of that kind of stuff. All we're looking for is victory. Who wins? That's all we're looking for.
Give us 3 winners.
And it will be the top 3 fights. So it's Merab and 𝗟𝗘𝗔𝗦𝗧 and Prochazka. What would you say his name?
Nurmagomedov.
What did I say?
I couldn't repeat it. I think you were speaking Latin there.
Good language.
And then it's Prochazka versus Hill. They're the 3 fights we're looking for, and it's just victories. So moving on to that bantamweight title fight, how does 𝗟𝗘𝗔𝗦𝗧
Umar. Let's just call him Umar.
How does he do? Does he win?
I'm going to get to Merab.
They're giving Umar the push, and they have been for a while, haven't they?
They have. And it's kind of like what I just said. I feel like Umar is the cut and paste version of Khabib. He doesn't want to be like Islam. He doesn't want to let you see much of him. He wants to stay this kind of mysterious. I find it tough to get behind guys who are unrelatable, and I find Umar unrelatable. That's all.
I think Merab as well. He's like Marmite, but you do have an opinion on him. Like, he puts himself out there. He does his skits. I really like him.
Can be quite funny.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff he does. Remember, he did this the bath picture and stuff like that. Like, he does some quite good stuff on social media. I think he is the fans' favourite for this one. I don't know who the actual favourite is. I think it might be Umar.
And
it is Umar.
Is it?
By quite a bit.
That's sad.
So both guys are on a bit of a tear, aren't they? So we've got Merab in an 11-fight winning streak, and Umar is 18-0. However, he only had 1 win over a ranked opponent.
What did he get Corey Sandhagen with? Kneed him in the face. Is that fight?
Decision.
Decision.
It was the main event. That was last year in August in Abu Dhabi.
Aye, that's right. Aye.
But like Merab has fought.
The who's who of that division,
Yes.
Murder's Row.
Also, again, like he's fought people with fucking very tough styles for him to deal with.
And that relentless wrestling.
What he done to Henry Cejudo, actually. Think
Aye.
about that.
I think his performance against Jan is one of his most impressive.
For sure.
Like
Probably his
'cause
best.
Jan still is kicking about and is still doing great. Like he's just beat Figueiredo, so Jan's not.
Is Jan pals with they guys? Are they all friends? Or are they not?
He is Russian, isn't he?
He is Russian, but I don't know if he
'cause
trains
I
with
think
them.
there's maybe a bit of...
He's for a different part of Russia.
It's a big place.
As you said, he has got a better track record.
Yeah. His CV's far more impressive. Far more.
I think I would be leaning towards Merab.
You can get behind him, eh?
But then even at that, like, see if it goes the other way, you'd be like, I get it.
Aye,
It's
I
like,
know.
see for both of these fights, I know who I want to win, but I'm like, see if it goes the other way, you're like,
You're no shocked, eh?
I'm like, I get it. Aye.
I think if you're a betting man, Arman and Merab together, that's looking pretty good. They two as underdogs. And then, as you say, looking back on this, after this has been, if they've both won, you can be like, aye, of course.
I know. 4 great fighters, eh? All matched up here, like fucking the level of matchmaking there. They're the right guys to be all fighting each other. Do you know what I mean?
And we're only in January.
2 cards in.
I know, and we're all like, this is an amazing card. And then we've got Yari versus Jamal.
Your old buddy.
Aye. And I like, for this fight, I do want Hill to win.
Aye.
I want Hill to go on and get the title and retain that title and prove all these people that he loves to argue with on the social media wrong. I don't think Prohaska's fought. I just don't know if he's
stumbled
skilled.
when he's came up. Eh?
I don't know if he's as skilled as Hill.
I think Jamal is going to take this quite comfortably.
Do you think he knocks him out?
I think he will.
I think
Jamal Hill's going to knock him out. Eh?
That's what I was thinking.
And
But then would you, the same again, would you be, if Prohaska knocked him out, would you be like,
if he did some kind of mad spinning back elbow and knocked Jamal out, I'd still be like, I mean, aye.
aye? Like he did the
It's pretty
spinning
cool.
back elbow to your man, didn't he? Dominic
Reyes.
and fucking basically cleaned his face off.
Aye, he's just so unpredictable. Like, it wouldn't shock me if he did something like that, but I wouldn't be surprised if Jamal just catches him with a nice clean 1-2, puts him down, jumps on him and finishes him.
So moving forward on it, light heavyweight, so just saying Hill wins, and we get Hill versus Pereira. He definitely jumps Ankalaev, and then we have Hill maybe gets the victory over him, and then we've got Hill versus Ankalaev potentially, but nobody's getting behind the Russian.
Who?
Ankalaev.
Ankalaev. Nah, nobody wants it.
like-
It's like, even when this fight with Pereira, is that signed? It's announced.
I don't think it's signed, but
He's
Ankalaev
trying.
keeps
Yes,
tweeting.
he's trying. He's
And-
trying to get it, but
It's no fan friendly, eh?
I think
He's no fan friendly.
I think it is going to get made.
do you think so?
I think it's a combination of like Pereira's super active, fights all the time. Right now there is no one else for him, and I don't think Pereira's going to wait for the winner of this fight.
You think so?
I think he'll want to get one in before that and then fight whoever wins this fight.
I'll give you a different scenario. Say Jamal goes out there, takes fucking next to no damage, and he gets Yuri out of there early in the first round. Does he go, right, let's just do it quick then? Come on then. I think Jamal's that type of guy. I think he's about it. I think he would be like, do you know what? He's 4 weeks then, and I'll fight you right now. I don't think Jamal Hill gives a fuck, mate.
Did you see the rumours that were circulating about Pereira?
That he was going to fight Volkov.
Volkov at heavyweight
Right.
in March. But Helwani has, like, he came out, like, he spoke to Pereira's camp, and they're adamant that that's not happening. But where are those rumours coming from, and where is the name Volkov coming from? If
Usually where there's
something
smoke, there's fire, eh, with this.
And it's the same again. They're giving him an easier fight. I'm not saying Volk's an easier fight, but they're giving him a
Favourable.
favourable fight. Whereas if you get somebody
Big,
like
tall guy.
if you get somebody like Tom Aspinall, it's just can move as well as pin you to the mat. It's a much shitter night. And do you think he's moving up because he knows, like, right, my time as a light heavyweight's coming to the end because somebody's going to dethrone me very, very quickly?
I think his time fighting in general is probably coming to an end.
And just trying to get Cash grab.
Aye, maybe, mate. I think he's 38 or 39. It's fucking, does he keep wanting to go out there? Like, what's he really got to prove, mate? Nothing really.
No.
There must come a stage when you, like, you've beat all these guys. He's never going to fight like Jon Jones or anything.
He's made some cash. He's made a fair whack of cash.
He's having a nice time. What does he really, like, what's going to get him out of bed in the morning? I don't know, mate, because he's beat Jamal, he's beat Uriah twice. What do you do? Like, how do you stay motivated if you're Alex Pereira? Probably hard.
It's the third belt.
Mate, that's the only thing. But if they decide they're not going to go that road, then what's to be done?
What about Jon Jones versus him for the BMF? It's a third belt.
You've loved this for a while, eh?
Man, I've been pushing.
Aye.
Come on.
I'm in, mate. I'm in.
Listen, I don't want to. I want to see Jon Jones fight Aspinall, but I know how it goes. And then you're losing Jones. That's what happens. You're going to lose him as a fighter. You're going to lose him.
How many times do you think Jones goes out there again?
Maybe once.
Maybe just one more.
Maybe once. Because I think how long he dragged his feet after fighting Tsarukyan.
I know.
Or Tsarukyan. It's been a while. Well, how long was it he laid off?
Well, he was injured, so he fought.
He blew his
Gann in
shoulder out,
March.
didn't
Aye, he fought Gann in March, and then he was scheduled to fight him that November. But then it ended up being the November after.
What we see is Jon Jones goes to PFL and fights. Nah, it's not happening either. PFL.
Well, Bellator died this week, eh?
I know, I've seen that.
Or they got murdered, I think. I don't know if they died. Bellator is dead on the notes.
Aye, Bellator is dead.
Oh, aye, we put this in the chat, eh? Tournament prizes now $500k in PFL.
They're now allowed elbows as well in the tournament. So even they'd taken elbows out because if somebody was getting cut, then they weren't able to go on and have the next fight. But if you're getting cut in a fight, then that's on you as a fighter, isn't it? You should be able to protect yourself.
Aye, man.
They've kind of completely restructured, so the tournament is no longer
The points
the same. It's the points are done. It's a
Knockout system.
There's eight fighters, 2 alternates. If you win, you move on. If you lose, you're out. So they've completely simplified it. I don't think it's going to be, see the way Cage Warriors done their tournament.
Yep.
I don't think it's all in one night, though. I think it is still spread out. But it's like brackets,
to be on one
points, seeds.
night, yeah.
It's all done. It's just these people fight, and you advance.
And I see you've written down Pitbull, Pereira. Pitbull has been released by them as well.
Yes,
He's very vocal about coming to the UFC. Do you think it's too little, too late for him? Is he a little bit older?
He's older, aye. And lightweight, eh? Tough. I think the UFC's got like 80 lightweights
I
signed.
think he's featherweight.
Is he feather?
I think he was lightweight, won the belt, moved down to featherweight, won that belt, and then tried for the bantamweight belt as well.
Oh, well then.
And then he's back up at featherweight.
Feather at UFC's a good.
Aye. What about his brother? His brother's in Bellator as well, isn't he? Or is his brother released from his contract?
I'm not sure about his brother, what's going on with him, but he's good as well. Elbows legal in all fights.
They've changed the way that they're going to sort of be running cards now. So obviously, because Bellator's not a thing anymore, they don't know what's happening with Bellator champions. So Usman Nurmagomedov was the Bellator lightweight champion, and he's fighting Paul Hughes at the end of this month.
And that's the last one, eh?
But it's not. But they don't know if that's going to be like a belt. So PFL is also introducing like their just own champions out with the tournament, like the way the UFC or any other organisation would have champions.
So if you win the tournament, you're not that division's champion.
No.
Wow.
It's unclear if maybe again the way Cage Warriors do it. If you win the tournament, you're now number 1 contender for the title, but they are like a separate thing and they'll be on separate cards.
It's a bit messed up at the moment in PFL.
Aye. Something's going on, eh? They've obviously had legal
and we've
issues.
said it loads of times. We need them. We lost Bellator because they bought them over, and it looks like they're in a bit of a shit show at the moment themselves, and it's horrible to say because we do need them.
Aye, wild.
Let's say we'll go and crack on to some more of these fights.
Moicano, I love Moicano, mate.
He's within the last year, he's became a bit of a superstar, hasn't he?
Aye. He just good clips, mate. Does the podcast with your man Gilbert Burns. They are hilarious, mate. It's like Gilbert Burns is like his uncle or something, eh? He's just like his cool uncle sitting there with a big chain on and that. Mate, they're just cool guys. Their podcast fucking hilarious. Their English speaking Portuguese or Brazilian accents are funny as fuck. They're just funny guys, mate. Moicano's a very likeable guy.
Does he get the victory over Dariush?
I hope so, because nobody likes Dariush, I don't think.
I kind of like him. I like the fact he's a family man, he's a hard worker. I like that kind of stuff.
He's like the DC of lightweight. He's just like...
I don't know if I agree with that. I think he's a pretty likeable guy.
Aye.
Do you think so?
Aye.
Mate, he's a missionary guy.
Yes.
I'm talking missionary.
I got to meet him and his family at the UFC.
I don't doubt they're lovely.
What's that called? That Expo. And just a really, really nice guy. Like, not got a bad word to say about him. And I want him to win. No, that I don't like Moicano, but...
Moicano will say stuff about you to Gilbert, by the way. That's how he is.
Aye.
And a bar wee man. No, that's fair.
Have you been involved in an unfault accident? Are you looking for the support that only G4 claims can provide? Are you looking for a courtesy car, your whole claim? Are you looking to take all that stress and give it to somebody else? That's the last thing you might be dealing with after a crash that is not your fault. Then why not hit up G4 Claims? Ross, where can we get them?
You can get them on 01698 767 172 or notatfaultclaim.com. You can also WhatsApp them if you don't want to talk to anyone in the office. You can also get them at the link in our bio.
It makes sense that if you have been involved in an unfault accident, then you just pass all that stress on to G4 Claims. They also have a service where if you've been involved in a taxi accident or a bus accident, they can still support you in that to get what you're entitled to. So make sure if you are involved in an accident, you don't go anywhere, you go to G4 Claims.
There.
And then you've got Kevin Holland, who just loves to fight.
And the Ridder, who came across for one. Crazy Dutch bastard. I like the Ridder, mate. There was a lot of speculation he was going to fight you.
Was it?
Loads. All right, so that wasn't put out by you then.
No, loads of people, loads of fans were saying that's the fight to make.
Aye, that's what they thought. When he came over for one, he would go against you, UFC.
Aye.
When you fought...
O'Nickel.
Possibly Barallo, actually.
No, it was after the Ridder beat Meerschaert.
Was it?
Just before you fought Bo
Oh,
Nickel.
I seen that. That was a good... It was a submission, wasn't it?
Aye, he's very good, mate. Like heavy grappling. Good wrestler, like. He was the one champion, but I think he was coasting at one. He was smoking everyone,
And then he's up against Kevin Holland, who isn't he? A slouch in the grappling.
A very unorthodox type of guy.
Aye.
Could get you with...
And that's not even about his fighting, that's just him in life.
Aye,
He's very
just
unorthodox, isn't he? He's a
aye.
very wild man.
A loose cannon. I like him. I like Kevin Holland for this one.
You taking him?
Mm-hmm. If the right Kevin Holland turns up. I think sometimes I listened to, do you know what? I never liked Kevin Holland for ages. I listened to him on Joe Rogan and he made out he didn't care what happened. He didn't care if he lost. He didn't care anyway.
I kind of get that for him, aye.
And I didn't really like that because he sort of minimised being in the UFC. And I thought that was bizarre. I was like, oh, mate, there's
guys would kill to be in your position.
And I know you don't think like that. I think you're just trying to say that to deflect away any potential criticism. Like, I'd prefer you were just authentic in yourself and see when he went to DC's gym and kind of had to admit, like, hey, look, I maybe might not be as good as I thought I was here. That takes balls, mate. That's hard. It's hard to do that. And I thought that was cool. And it, honestly, complete 180 on him. I really like him now.
Got to like his knockout against Jacare, where he's like talking shit to him and he just fucking nails him for the bottom. There's your boy Peyton up as well. You suck, Peyton.
Yeah, I like Peyton Talbot. Great fighter.
Biggest favourite on the card.
Oh, aye.
Minus 1100.
1100.
Who's your man? Who is?
Barcelos.
Ione Barcelos.
I know.
What's he been up to?
Won his last fight.
Good.
But everyone thinks Peyton Talbot is going to be
The guy.
He's breaking through. He's like
a lot of stuff about that online, eh?
he's like the Oban Elliott sort of.
Aye. Which I didn't understand how that makes any difference about his fucking fighting ability at all. But I like him, mate. I like Peyton Talbot. He's exciting to watch. He's good on the mic, like that sort of American boy type thing, isn't he? Very, very fucking talented, eh? In fact, he fought when you fought Brendan Allen. He
I
just did
remember
the
that's where that usurping, that's where that came from.
I always watch it for Peyton Talbot. I really like him. Cool guy.
Almeida versus 𝗣𝗢𝗗𝗖𝗔𝗦𝗧. Just two big boys thrown down.
I actually made a wee note about this fight because there's a weird sort of symmetry between the two. So they're both coming off of round 1 submission wins after both suffering round 2 TKO losses. Fights before that. I just think it's a weird coincidence.
Almeida was kind of tipped to be a big competition for Tom Aspinall,
Aye.
Who was it he lost to? Curtis Blades?
Yes.
I remember that fight.
I think he was
getting a bit of push.
I think he'd got like 6 takedowns in a round, and then Curtis Blades stopped him, which Curtis Blades is obviously a fucking G for sure. I think Almeida will take this against 𝗣𝗢𝗗𝗖𝗔𝗦𝗧.
Fighting an avatar.
So Bogdan Guskov was meant to be fighting Johnny Walker.
Oh,
Johnny
Walker
pulled out last week. He posted a video. All he said is he's got a bad injury. So this guy is making.
So
his
be it
debut.
then. Like, mate, Johnny Walker doesn't have to justify why he's not fighting. If he can't,
this is the guy that looks like Anthony Smith in it.
Bogdan, yes.
Aye.
Bogdan.
And then go back up to your man there. Was he just a guy that they've dragged in last minute kind of thing?
So he's fought in PFL and he's fought in LFA. He's 7-1, but I don't know much about him.
Is this light heavyweight? Aye.
Yeah.
Aye.
Grant Dawson.
Any other great fights?
Potential.
The only other thing I've got a note on is
That guy's eye. Go back down. Do I see this guy's eye? You're Russian.
Tagir.
He's one ugly. Look at the length of his nose, man. I can't be slagging MD's nose. Like, he's fucking ugly. But he can fight like fuck, but
Well, see, when you see somebody that ugly, they're
There'll be nothing
either an
else going for
absolute recluse or they can fight like fuck.
this guy's a recluse and can fight like fuck.
Aye, just
This guy collects fucking moth wings.
it's just in his room painting
Aye.
Warhammer, thinking about going to the gym,
Rob's dead things along his face. He's like, I like the feel of death in my face.
wearing women's skin. That's what he's doing.
Aye, sorry, we're saying another fight that
the only other sort of note I've got is on Eileen Perez. I don't know if you remember the Paris card last year. She missed weight really bad, and she
do
was like
remember
shaking
that,
on
aye.
the scales.
Oh, aye.
And then she came out, dusted her opponent, twerked in her face, and then basically said that it was all for show. I was fine.
Rinya Nakamura looks like a gay woman, mate.
I read his name and I looked at his face and went, yep.
Rimmer Nakamura.
Brilliant. That guy looks happy as fuck, man.
Yeah, he's just happy to be here.
Aye. Good
Man
on
just
you,
go
mate.
to Tajikistan. He's fucking buzzing. I come to America. Very nice. Sorry, Muin. I'm sure you're cool, bro. Some head of hair. Wish it was me.
Brilliant.
Do you not get like told or anything like during like promo photos, right? You're a UFC fighter.
Don't make
Put
a
on your
silly
fucking
face.
hard face.
Aye.
And he's just not get the memo.
Right. So see when it comes to the pictures and they take all these different pictures. When I'm looking at these two pictures, that's the best they've got for the both of them. They went, let's just fucking rip a dick. Go and click. I want to see that full.
Which one? Rinya?
No, goof fucking.
Gufarov.
Aye.
Gurfov. What is his name, mate?
Look at how happy he is, man.
Buzzing.
It's fucking brilliant. You zoom in on that.
No.
I'm
That's
going
one
to
of the
follow
ones
him
that
on
should be in somebody's
Instagram.
wallet.
Immediately.
Look, you do it. There we go.
Hey.
Look at it a wee bit. Let me see this guy. Oh, brilliant.
18-6, you know, that's a lot of fights.
Aye.
Guy's probably like
That's why he's
19, Just looks about fucking
He looks like
47.
Beavis and Butthead, man.
Yeah.
Oh, with a goal. Oh, that's brilliant.
Hairy as fuck,
Aye.
Not keen on hairy guys, mate.
Would you like him quite
I like smooth, mate.
smooth, like your man Peyton? I bet he's smooth.
Peyton smooth as fuck.
Aye. Let's see how smooth Peyton is. Go, let's see that sweet ass. Look at that chest, man. Not that fucking hair inside. Not a blemish as well.
A vape's up there.
Oh, have you heard that story?
What is it? Oh, vapes, aye.
Vaping up his arse and that. I don't know if that was him.
No, he's admitted it. He was on Hawaii saying,
He denied it first, though. Said
He's
it was
like,
to him.
aye, but
Sometimes you got like your ass
aye,
smoke.
you'll get fine.
Mate, sometimes, mate, can you just go?
How are we doing for time?
Aye.
That's an hour.
I know.
Aye. Ripped arse at
guys,
this one.
that was our breakdown. Hope you enjoyed our MMA podcast. We're going to go over, and I think we're going to talk about, we're going to get Ross's opinion on not only the fight shots, but Khabib getting kicked off a plane. What else we got?
We've actually got quite a lot.
We've got quite a lot. So if you want to tune in,
The
come and
Vatican.
join us.
God damn.
Whoa.
We've had some run on this podcast.
What's happening with Brad Pitt there? Fuck.
Right, well, you'll find out.
I've seen this story.
If you want to keep it for the bonus.
Aye, I do, but I'm not happy not having a discussion about guys.
It's no anything bad about Brad Pitt.
Better no be.
Well, thank fuck for that.
We wouldn't do that. We wouldn't like crush Paul on the podcast.
I call him B-Rad.
These guys are brilliant. Anyway, guys, if you want to join us over on Patreon, we're going over there now. And as always, keep it high, stay safe.
Watch out for baddies in nightclubs.